Tomorrow marks a very painful milestone for a family in western Maine. 39 years ago, Kimberly Moreau, a 17-year-old from Jay, disappeared.
She was supposed to go to prom that night, but after a falling out with her boyfriend, decided to spend the day with her friend Rhonda Breton. Two of Rhonda's friends, Brian Enman and Darren Jodry, picked them up and drove them around so they could party. When Kim returned home around 11 p.m. that night, one of her sisters saw her, but only briefly. Then Kim went back outside. That was the last time anyone saw her. And the witnesses are dying. Only Brian Enman is still alive. Once again, her family is begging anyone who knows anything about what happened to Kim to tell them and end their years of suffering. If you still see these signs as you drive through western Maine, then you know a family is still in pain.
Doing this is a lot harder today than it was when she first went missing. These are the ones that we put out last year.
For 39 years, Richard Moreau has searched for his daughter, Kim. She was 17 years old the night she disappeared from the end of her driveway in the small town of Jay.
She left that night, she left her pocketbook, she left her jacket, and it was only 38 degrees.
A cold night, now a cold case that her whole family has made it their mission to solve.
This has been the hardest thing in the world. You go through ups and downs.
Kim's older sister, Diane, has been searching for her sister for most of her adult life. 39 years and it still makes you cry.
Every day. Can't talk about it without it.
If the day that I don't cry, then you worry about me. I cry every time I talk about her.
Can you tell me what that's about?
Guilt. Because we feel guilty that she's not home. And even though we have nothing to do with it, it's guilt because we can't find her.
So that picture of Kim there, Dad had asked me to get a big picture so that people could see.
Bring Kim home. They've been so close. Like when police found human remains behind an old bowling alley not far from their home. But it was not Kim.
Even that family, at least they had closure. At least they had their loved one with them. We still haven't got her.
To be dropped back down, to dig yourself out of the hole again, is the hardest thing in the world. It's not something that anybody should have to go through.
You know, it wasn't for our family, but we helped another family.
It brings them hope. So too does more communication from Maine State Police. A group text from the lead detective keeps the family and former detectives in the loop.
And then we all get the same information at once, so nobody's confused. It doesn't get changed. We feel now that we have more communication than we ever have in a long, long time. So it's nice knowing that they're taking the time and reading every item.
Every detail that Richard, Diane, and the entire family has scoured for decades.
It's your little sister. How would you like to know that your loved one's out there and nobody's looking for them? That they're just going to become part of the dust in the world because nobody's still searching for them. And you need to bring that justice.
Knowing that someone has the answer and is keeping it from them. Richard turns 83 years old in June. Are you concerned that you might not live to see this come to a resolution?
No.
No.
It's going to be this year. It's going to be this year. I truly feel it is. I think that somebody's going to finally give us that piece, that one critical piece. This is like that 10,000 piece puzzle I've always said we're making. I think we're down to about, I think we got 9,998. We need the other two.
One part of that puzzle is complete. Richard believes Kim is dead, but that her death was unintentional.
If it's your loved one, you ever going to give up on them? I'm never going to give up. I will keep going. I know my girls will keep going. But we want to just bring this to a final closure.
The Moreau family has many ways that you can send in tips anonymously. They have a P.O. box, box number 2, at the post office in Jay. They also have a Facebook page, Kimberly Moreau, Missing from Jay, Maine. You can also leave an anonymous tip on the Maine State Police hotline. There's a reward of $10,000 for information that leads to her discovery. The family asks you to be specific in the details of your tips. And for the first time, they're holding a candlelight vigil for Kim. That happens on May 17th at 7 p.m. in the parking lot behind the McDonald's in Jay.